Hi boys and girls, welcome back. I have another very special story for you today. Another thing we're going to be covering this week is plants and seeds. Now that it's springtime, we're all thinking of the new growth, and we're going to learn how to plant some seeds and together see what the parts of the plants are. So we'll learn quite a bit again about things that are growing in our environment, and I'd love for you to listen and see what can happen to this tiny seed. That's the name of our story, called The Tiny Seed by Carle. The Tiny Seed. It is autumn. A strong wind is blowing. It blows flower seeds high into the air and carries them far across the land. One of the seeds is tiny, smaller than any of the others. Will it be able to keep up with the others? And where are they all going? Let's see. There's that tiny seed. They're blowing in the wind. What will happen to those seeds? What do you think, boys and girls? Let's find out. One of the seeds flies higher than the others. Up it goes. It flies too high and the sun's hot rays burn it up. But the tiny seed sails on with the others. Wow. There they go. Look how hot. Burning from the hot sun, but it's moving along. It's strong, and it's continuing to blow. Where is it going? Let's see. Another seed lands on a tall and icy mountain. The ice never melts, and the seed cannot grow. The rest of the seeds fly on, but the tiny seed does not go as fast as the others. Over the icy mountain tops. Still so strong. They keep going. Where will they be? Now they fly over the ocean. One seed falls into the water and drowns. The others sail on with the wind, but the tiny seed does not go as high as the others. Where is he? Some of them are falling away. Some of them continue to go on. And there goes that tiny seed. Even in the water with the fish flying by. Those seeds are flying far into the air. One seed drifts down into the desert. It is hot and dry and the seed cannot grow. Now the tiny seed is flying very low, but the wind pushes it on with the others. I think he knows how to be safe, staying low, but keeping up as best he can into the hot, dry desert. Finally, the wind stops and the seeds fall gently down on the ground. A bird comes by and eats one seed. The tiny seed is not eaten. It is so small that the bird cannot see it. Thank goodness, that tiny seed is still surviving, even with the birds eating some of the seeds as they go by. Think he's a smart seed? I think so. Now it is winter. After their long trip, the seeds settle down. They look just as if they are going to sleep in the earth. Snow falls and covers them like a soft white blanket. A hungry mouse that also lives in the ground eats a seed for his lunch. But the tiny seed lies very still, and the mouse does not see it. Wow. That seed is very smart and very strong. Watch out. The mouse is getting some other seeds, but not the tiny seed. Now it is spring. After a few months, the snow has melted. It is really spring. Birds fly by, the sun shines, the rain falls, the seeds grow so round and full they start to burst open a little. Now they are not seeds anymore. They are plants. First, they send roots down into the earth. Then their little stems and leaves begin to grow up towards the sun and the air. There is another plant that grows much faster than the new little plants. It is a big, fat weed. It takes all the sunlight and the rain away from the one small new plants, and that little plant dies. The tiny seed hasn't begun to grow yet. It will be too late. Hurry! But finally, it starts to grow into a plant. There it is. We have to get rid of those weeds so it doesn't take on all the sun, choke up the other plants. Stay healthy, little seed. Your plant is growing beautifully. The warm weather also brings the children out to play. They too have been waiting for the sun in the springtime. One child doesn't see the plants as he runs along and oh, he breaks one. Now it cannot grow anymore. Oh, poor little plant. And that little boy didn't know. He didn't do it on purpose. He was just out having fun. But the other seeds and the other plants are still strong. Let's hope they survive. Let's see. The tiny plant that grew from the tiny seed is growing fast, but its neighbor grows even faster. Before the tiny plant has 3 leaves, the other plant has 7. And look, a bud. And now even a flower. Wow. Tiny plant is growing. Big, big, big flower next to it has 7 leaves. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But the tiny seed, 1, 2, and 3, starting to sprout up the stem and 3 leaves. Let's see what happens. What is happening now? First there are footsteps. Then a shadow looms over them. Then a hand reaches down and breaks the flower. Uh-oh. What happened? Somebody saw the beautiful flower and they picked it. Oh well. A boy has picked the flower to give to a friend. So the flower is going to a very special place. It's going to a friend as a very nice gift. It is summer. Now the tiny plant from the tiny seed is all alone. It grows on and on. It doesn't stop. The sun shines on it. The water rains on it. It has many leaves. It grows taller and taller. It is taller than people. It is taller than trees. It is taller than houses. And now a flower grows on it. People come from far and near to look at this flower. It is the tallest flower they've ever seen. It is a giant flower. Whoa, it's bigger than the houses and the trees, and people have come from all around. Wow, can you imagine? Can a flower really, really be that tall, that big? That tiny, tiny seed grew into this beautiful, beautiful flower. How many leaves does he have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful orange and yellow. Amazed everyone is to see how strong and how tall it is. All summer long, the birds and the bees and the butterflies come visiting. They have never seen such a big and beautiful flower. Even the sun, the birds, the butterflies, everyone is amazed, and every living thing, to see how big and beautiful this flower turned out to be. Now it is autumn again. The days grow shorter, the nights grow cooler, and the wind carries yellow and red leaves past the flowers. Some petals drop from the giant flower, and they sail along with the bright leaves over the land and down to the ground. The wind is blowing. Some of the petals are going down, flowing in the wind with all of the leaves falling off of the trees. What do you think's going to happen now, boys and girls? Let's see. The wind blows harder. The flower has almost lost all of its petals. It sways and bends away from the wind, but the wind grows stronger and shakes the flower once more, and the wind shakes the flower. This time the flower seeds pop open, Out come many tiny seeds that quickly sail far away on the wind. There's all the seeds flowing right from the center of the pod that is inside the flower. And off the seeds fly into the wind. Once more. What do you think's going to happen? What's going to happen to those seeds? Well, boys and girls, it starts all over again. Begins to build more beautiful flowers. All from one tiny seed. Very good, boys and girls. Clap if you liked it. That was an amazing story. And thank you again for listening and learning all about our seeds and our flowers and our plants and how they are growing and growing and growing. And we're going to help plant the new seeds that can start growing our own flower at our home. Well, thank you again, boys and girls. Wonderful to see you. Remember how much I love you. I can't wait to come back and see you again very soon. Remember my heart. Find you each day in my heart. Catch that kiss. Love you. Bye-bye now.